Greetings, this is a very strange Aeon, and welcome to my video. So, you've just finished getting your level 80 in Guild Wars 2. You're big, you're powerful, and you're ready to get into endgame content, do the expansions, maybe do some PvP. And then you go in and you die. Again. And again. Oh, and again. So, what's happening? Well, Guild Wars 2 has some more active survival techniques than you might expect in some other. And well, the leveling experience isn't great at teaching you them. So, this is what we're going to go over in this video. Firstly, dodging. If you've played any Souls-likes, you know how this works. You double-click in a direction, you fling yourself away in that direction, and you don't get hit for a bit. You have a bar over your health that tells you how much you can do this. Pretty simple, all things considered. Secondly, and less simply, there are things called boons in this game. Basically buffs, and a few of them relate to survival. The first of which is Aegis. Aegis is pretty simple. It blocks a hit. Now, it doesn't stack the amount of hits you can block, so it's just one hit. So try to time it correctly. Stability, by contrast, blocks a crowd control. Protection. Protection reduces the damage you take from direct damage by 33%. Pretty simple. Resolve. Resolve reduces the amount of damage you take from damage over time by 33%. Also pretty simple. Vigor. Vigor increases the rate you regenerate endurance, thus allowing you to dodge roll more, and thus avoid attacks that way. And regeneration. Regeneration slowly heals you over time. You know, more health is good for living. Connected to that, we have just healing. All classes in Guild Wars 2 have one heal skill on their bar that you can pick and will vary greatly. Many classes also have other methods of healing. I'm looking at you, Firebrand. Obviously, more health and healing your health back up is going to make you live longer. Shocking this. And connecting to that is life drain. Some classes have access to the ability to drain life from others. This is similar to healing. Ooh, I have more life. However, you do actually have to be hitting someone to do it. And if they're, dodging, disappearing, or generally not being in your range, you're not going to get healed up as much. Barrier is similar to healing, available to a few classes or some special builds. That basically just gives you an extra little bit of health on top of your bar. Some more nuanced things now. Mobility, moving around. Not being in the big red circle of death means you're less likely to be dead. And also, being behind someone when they're trying to attack you means they're not trying to shoot you. Useful in World v World and PvP, that one. Can also just disorientate them so that they have no idea where you are. Yes, I play Mesmer. Some weapons and abilities also have block skills. These are skills that will, block an attack. They often have secondary elements when they hit attacks as well, such as counterattack. Stealth is one of the final main methods of defense, available to several classes, mostly Thief. Stealth means that, well, things aren't going to see you. Enemies won't immediately attack you, and players won't know where you are. That said, if the big red circle of death is coming, it's not helping. So, has a bit more use in World v World and PvP. There are other methods of surviving, and things that you need to utilize, and these will generally vary a lot depending on your class. As a Mesmer player, I have Distortion, an ability I can use to make myself invulnerable for a few seconds, at the cost of my clones. Say the Ranger has Signet of Stone, that only grants immunity to direct damage and not condition. As a general rule, different classes will use different styles of defense, and they can vary quite wildly. So I'd recommend learning your class, learning your abilities, and learning what you've equipped, and maybe altering them depending on what you need or your style. And hopefully with this, you will not do anything stupid that would result in your potential death. I can trust you with this, right? Right?